I'm in Southampton for Motorboat and Yachting today, looking at the boat behind me, which is a Sealine F46. Now this is the boat that launched in 2009 and it replaced Sealine's T47, but it's a very different boat. It's very much a new generation at the time, but it holds dear to Sealine's ethos of coming up with something that's quite a revolutionary design that's aimed very much at accommodation and space on board. That's very much where Sealine's priorities lie, and they've certainly nailed it with this boat. So I'm going to take you on board and show you all around and explain a little bit more about it. So we'll start here in the cockpit. One of the things you notice straight away is you've got these doors that open very wide, so you get a really good flow through from the cockpit to the saloon. And this, for a 46-foot boat, is a really good size. Actually, it's a flybridge boat, so you've got the lower helm position, which you'll see just up ahead over here on the starboard side. And this, of course, is a good place to talk about engines. Now, on this boat, Sealine fitted Zeus pod drives. So you've got CMD Cummins Mercury's diesel 480 horsepower engines. They are the QSB 5.9, and that's giving the boat a top speed of up towards 30 knots, but cruising, as with this sort of boat, in the sort of low to mid 20s really. What you do find is a very commanding helm position here with this massive windscreen that wraps all the way around, and that's very much a feature of this boat and of Sealine's F42 that came out around the same sort of time. Now, in terms of the accommodation, when you head down here, you can see you get this real atrium feel from this big windows, and most of these boats have a dinette down here. Now, there was an option on this to have a third cabin, so you could have a third cabin here instead. The dinette is more popular because firstly it opens this area right out. Again, it takes advantage of those big windows up above, but also this will convert to sleeping as well. So if you do want to sleep 6 on here, you can do by using this. But the main cabins, you've got a forward cabin up here at the front with these interesting sort of twin opening doors. That's a pretty decent size, and there's good headroom as you come into here as well. Lots of storage all the way around. And what is interesting is what you've got off of here is access. Well, you can see it actually from here on both sides. There's access from here and access from here, and this takes you into a shower. And then on the other side, exactly the same arrangement. You've got access from the main passageway or access from here, and this then is the heads, so they're separate areas, like so. And then further back down the boat, the galley of course is over on this side. Again, it's under these big windows, so lots of natural light into here. And then back here is a 4-beam mid cabin. Now in 2009 this was still fairly unusual to see one of these on a boat under 50 feet, but Sealine got one into here, and there it is. You do lose the headroom a little bit in here. You've got good headroom as you come in, and it drops down over the bed, where of course it's less important. But actually they have managed to get into the areas like this as well. So you have got room where you can come in here, and then you can stand and get changed, and you've got a bit of space. But as I say, it then drops as you head on back. Now this is technically the master cabin, so it has its own ensuite just to itself, and that's in here. And the reason I say technically is because actually a lot of people prefer the forward cabin just because you've got the full height up in there. But they're both really good sized cabins, so you can do that however you prefer. Now what we'll do now is we'll go and have a walk up and have a wander around the decks, and then we'll finish up on the flybridge. So back up through the saloon area. The engines, incidentally, because she's pod drive, are back here under the floor rather than further forward as they are with conventional shaft drive, and that of course is what's making space for that full beam mid cabin on a sub 50-foot boat. Just grab my shoes. Now one of the things you find with Sealine, and this boat is no exception, is really good side decks. They're very much a boat to be used, so it's an easy boat to walk around. This one's nice because it's got this beautiful teak on the floor as well, which looks good. Handrails tucked away everywhere, and then your big foredeck area up here. You can of course put some cushions on here if you want to. That's why this one's got the poppers and that strip across there to slot it into, and the same up at the front. And that's this big windscreen. It's got the cover on at the minute, but you can get an idea of just how large that is. Let's go and have a look on top. So to access the flybridge, you've got these big steps heading on up, so very easy. Sealine, of course, were one of the very first manufacturers to put steps up to the flybridge rather than a ladder back in the 90s. And then up here, very commanding helm position right in the centre with plenty of room for people to sit around and join you. There's a bar area and then a big dinette at the back. It is for a 46-foot boat, a really large feeling boat. Now this boat ran until 2013 and they made about 30 of these. So a reasonably successful boat for them, considering that 2009, 2013 were of course difficult times for the marine industry. I'm going to look around this one, you can see why, because it's a really big boat for a sub 50-foot boat.